Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again. Another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, here continuing the journey of X-Men '97. I love Wednesday mornings now, even though it's so freaking early in the morning. Still, I love Wednesday mornings because I get to see a new episode of X-Men '97. This is season 1, episode 7 of the show, Bright Eyes. Now, I'm not just saying this just to say this, but this show is just too good. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is just because we were not prepared for how good the show was going to be. Because X-Men '97, the return of the show, was like, oh my god. And a lot of people are saying it's probably just nostalgia and everything, and like, we'll see what happens. Like, it'll probably still be good. But really, really be good? Like, will it actually really be good? And the answer is yes. This show has done so much. We were not prepared for how much they were going to be doing in these episodes in terms of the storytelling, the character stuff, everything. We just thought, okay, we're just getting a continuation of the show. We're going to get some cool things. There's probably some interesting reveals. But it's not going to go too crazy, right? Yes. The answer is yes. My God. So Storm got her powers back. She got her iconic 70s look. Like, it is insane. Like, that just happened. And we had heard some whispers that by the end of season 1, the X-Men are going to look different than they were throughout the 90s and the beginning of the show. They're going to have now that sounds like it's going to be new team, new looks. We'll see what happens, but with the Storm reveal and everything and her coming back and having her powers again and a new look now, I think that's going to be happening. We'll see. So I'm ready to dive into the episode, guys. I cannot wait to see what they do. I mean, I have no telling, because whenever a new episode comes, we suspect what they're going to do next in the next episode, but sometimes not. So we'll see what happens here. I have no fucking idea. Let's dive into it now, guys. Let's check it out. Let's go. Love it. Oh no. Oh no. Shit.
He seemed so blind to his, haunted by the life of bayou crime into which he was born. I think he was bluffing. How could Rennie,
Bluffing.
so tuned to potential?
How could she not be here? He saved all of us.
Grief's a lonely war.
Mm-hmm.
Folks gotta figure it out on her own.
Okay.
You are trespassing. Cease and
She don't give a shit. Jesus. What the fuck?
What do we do, sir?
What can you do?
Need I remind you that we're standing in the same place built to hold the Hulk?
Daddy always used to say breaking into prison was easier than breaking out.
Thought your kind
Oh,
was the
shit.
good guys.
You killed those, Sugar. Now, you get me.
Folks are frightened. They think Dr. Trask just kicked off an all-out war between
Yeah.
humans and mutants.
Optics, sir? Guess if
Sir.
you looked more human, you would be more focused on death tolls over polls. Check the headlines, Mr. President. They're all about the virtue of patience.
God. Wow.
I know what she meant to you, Scott. To Nathan. I know it seems strange, but after losing Storm, the thought of having something of a sister was...
She's gonna come back, hopefully. Come on.
I'm so sorry.
I'm heartened to know that it is you who will bear witness to what happened in Genosha. The death of the dream.
Oh, shit.
Stand down, Rogue. Please.
Skip the hogwash and tell me what America's top cop is doing all the way out here.
Last week, Gyrick was transferred out of U.S. custody by some covert division in the UN. Black Book. So secret.
Looks like they skipped town before you got here.
Almost like they knew someone was on the hunt for Gyrick. Once I get the thumbs up, I'll lead my team to Mexico to apprehend Gyrick.
I reckon we nab Gyrick now before our mystery boys move him again.
My hands are tied.
Well, if your hands are tied, you won't be needing this.
Start bulking up, kid.
Oh,
War's coming.
this is that was really cool to see Cap.
I just know I wouldn't want my parents finding out who I was on the 5 o'clock news.
Normal people won't accept mutants if they feel threatened. That fear is the whole issue.
Yep.
Perhaps the professor's vision for the future was too nearsighted. I dare not waste any more of your tolerance, Miss Tilby.
Damn, that turned quick. Shit. Mm-hmm.
Let's just say you freaks aren't the only ones making friends in high places. Tell Summers his wife's cute psychic probes won't work this time.
This ain't that sort of probe. Quit.
Oh my god.
So many last thoughts, unfulfilled dreams, cycling on repeat, stuck, rotting. Our lives have never been simple.
That's true. Fair point.
Feels different this time.
Different than when I died in that shuttle crash. A telepath.
Madeline.
Oh.
I've always done well.
Wow.
Under pressure.
Okay.
Mr. Sinister. Sinister promised to help me get my life back. He didn't say it'd be a mutant massacre. Come see the horrifying face of your future. Trask created Master Mold, i.e. all of it is literally his fault,
Yes.
i.e. we can't
Yes.
trust him.
Really is Stranger Days.
You got this, okay?
I mean,
Go in,
does he though?
armed with small talk, and
I'm a mutant.
4 of our homes have caught fire mysteriously since you turned 16. And do you truly think your father and I believe a band of Somali pirates hijacked your yacht in the Hamptons? Thank you for helping my son. I was afraid he'd be facing this all alone. Shareholders are rattled by anything
Shareholders.
related,
Okay, of course.
especially after this awfulness in Genosha.
We all grieve in our own way.
You sure pulled the short straw in the adopted sister department, didn't you?
She needs this moment to like let it out, really.
Bravo.
Yet you nearly ruined my surprise.
Huh?
Now we know what Trask meant by clearing the building. Sleeping gas.
Since when did the United
Dude.
Nations house classified cybernetics facilities?
OZT. Not ringing any bells from my spy days.
Maybe we asked poor man's Oppenheimer before he made the Sentinels to protect normal people. Now I am become dead.
Tell us what OZT stands for.
Yeah, what is OZT?
Some group that rose from the ashes of my old Sentinel program. He said my designs were cute. He's building a new type of Sentinel.
Yes.
Worse than what we saw in Genosha.
Easy, boy.
Exactly.
You want redemption? Help us get the real bad guy.
I have nothing.
Same, sugar.
Did they really just...
Vogue, what have you done?
That maniac killed Remy and thousands of people on Genosha. That rotten piece of scum put a good man, my man...
Terminate.
Wait, what?
Prime Sentinel Protocol activated. Terminate
What?
mutants.
Oh my god.
He put Rogue down with one hit. We can't pull our punches. X-Men, take him down.
Oh shit.
Mutants neutralized.
Oh my god.
Do you remember what my inferior form asked you in the Sahara?
Cable? It's Cable. It's fun. Yes.
Electromagnetic cluster grenades are the quickest way to take these suckers down.
All along. It can't be.
Get out of my brain. You're not her.
Oh my god. Nathan.
Sinister's working for someone else, someone worse. And if you X-Men don't stop him, there won't be much of a future worth living in.
Trask was a rough draft, and his tussle with the gene freaks gave us some valuable tactical data for my real masterpiece. You and the villains of old have been failing since '92 to squash these pests. What you would do is my roadmap for what not to do.
Professor Charles Xavier.
They said Gyrick killed Xavier.
I knew it. I knew it.
Simply listen and obey. See,
Dude.
you were born for this.
This episode, and even just the ending of this episode, proves the thing that I said at the beginning of this video in the intro, that I said that this show is too good. It's too good. My God. This episode delivered just so fucking much. I don't know where to begin. I think we have to begin at the ending, because literally they were teeing up Bastion, or is how you pronounce his name? Bastion. He's here. And of course, Magneto's alive. Of course. So the gigantic, colossal, kaiju-sized Sentinel was not killing mutants. Or at least, it didn't kill Magneto. Well, the Gambit is dead, it seems. Unless they find a way to reverse it somehow in time. I doubt it, because I think they're going to stick with it. But anyways, but Magneto is alive. And the presumption is that the other mutants that were hit by that green beam or whatever from the giant Sentinel during the Genosha attack were transported somewhere. That was a theory, and I think it's now looking correct, because Magneto is alive. But we'll see. But, okay. So Bastion's behind it all. He's working with Sinister. And it turns out Trask, who was trying to, like, warn the X-Men, he was a kind of test to be a human hybrid Sentinel. Which, first of all, before we even get to this moment, Rogue has went completely crazy in this episode, understandably, because she's attacking military bases, and there's a reference to the fucking Hulk. Just like, holy shit. And then she goes and sees Cap. Now, I had seen something online, people were saying, oh, Cap America's going to be in this show. I think I may have seen an image of the shield or something. I'm like, where? I don't even know where that came from. Like, I don't even know. He was here for a couple of, like, seconds or whatever, but Cap was in the episode. And he said hit his team. I'm assuming the Avengers is what he was referring to. His team is going to go after, I think I forget his name, but the guy in Mexico. Ultimately, I think that's where he said he was, because it was Trask and this other guy. I forget his name, but he's a guy that it's been tied into a lot of shit. Of course, he's tied into the whole Professor X thing at the end of the series, the original run. I forget his name. It just never really clicks in my head. Sorry, because there's a lot of other stuff that I'm watching outside of the show and other things I'm doing in my new job. Like, sorry, names just don't stick a lot of the times. So Rogue just goes after him. Throws Cap's shield. Oh, your hands are tied to throw this away. She throws the shield, but she goes after him and absorbs him, and then Bastion comes in and kills him. So that guy's gone now. Or at least the presumption is he is. I don't know. He might become a Sentinel human hybrid. But Rogue lets go of Trask, and they watch her. And I really thought that, oh, okay, he's not gonna die. Rogue lets go of him, and he's dead. Well, dead. And then here comes the freaking Sentinel, like the reveal. Because when they're in the room before they even go to Trask, you see all these like human robotic like designs or whatever, and they're attached to these like electrical, like you can see like these like cords and stuff coming out of them. And I'm like, oh my God, they are literally doing essentially Days of Future Past in a sense, but they're now they're going this direction of they're going to be creating, Bastion is, with Sinister and Trask, like they were all this working together to create new versions, more deadly versions of Sentinels. And what's a way to go? Human Sentinel hybrid. Okay. And Trask was a test, because Bastion even says to Sinister, this trial run really helped us out. And then it's just like the X-Men's going to learn from this too. Why didn't you just roll out your new Sentinels and go full force? And then Bastion's like, no, because that's not that's not the smart approach, because then they would learn to overcome it over time. You have to do some trial runs to see. Like, he wasn't exactly saying it like this, but that's pretty much the implication, is that there's a reason why it happened the way it did in terms of how events unfolded. Bastion's not ready to reveal himself yet, because like, what's OZT? What's this? And they know that Sinister is involved now, or like the implications of this, but they don't realize Sinister's working for someone else really too. So we thought Sinister was behind the attack in Genosha. Technically, yes. It's really Bastion. It was really him. Now, Cable showing up, that's interesting. And the fact is, too, all this time, they finally have revealed to Scott, because we've been waiting, the reveal that that's his son. That's his dad. And then even Cable's like, let's skip the reunion, Dad. We have bigger problems to worry about. And the thing is that this is the implication that Madeline, aka, because they confirmed that because when they saved Emma with her diamond ability, which was something they didn't show until this episode, so it's a big reveal and everything. Madeline is dead, unfortunately. So I guess this kind of fixes the problem of having two Jeans, because imagine if we had two Jeans moving forward within the show, then there would be a lot less threats when you have two Jean Greys in the X-Men, or two Jeans running around. There's a lot less threats. So unfortunately, we have lost Madeline, and that means that, and Cable's never really going to have that connection with Jean, because that's not his actual mother. Biologically, I know clone-wise, yes, but to him, no. Even though he never had a connection with his mom and dad, because unfortunately when he was a baby, taken away, we've seen all this. So that's why that's even still kind of a thing, but still, it's a lot. I'm glad that they had that moment, though, before the Genosha attack, that Cable was able to see his mom for a few seconds. It's unfortunate that it was not long, but, it is what it is. So, yeah, so they're ending this on a pretty insane note. And the thing is, Storm has her powers back, but nothing. Like, she didn't show up. I don't know what's going on with that. I was expecting her to show up somewhere, but she didn't. I'm thinking it's because the X-Men kept moving around, because they were in Genosha at one point. And then you have the reporter show up, too, where talking with Beast, and you can just tell, like, they were just like, what's going on here? And then realizing the way she's wording certain things, maybe she does care, but she's still wording it in a way, and Beast is like, well, maybe that was our first mistake, is that we wanted to be tolerated by you, and maybe Professor's short-sightedness and everything. Also, Bastion and Sinister know that Professor X is alive, and he's going to come back as well. So I'm guessing, because we're supposed to be getting a 3-parter coming up, which is 8, 9, and 10, which we've been hearing is crazy insane, even far beyond what episode 5 was in terms of what this 3-parter is going to be. And episode 5 is the Genosha attack, obviously, and what everything unfolded. So I don't know what to expect, but I mean, look, Professor X and Storm have to reunite with the X-Men again, and whatever the fuck they're going to be doing in the 3-parter, it's going to be setting up for season 2. And supposedly they've been discussing season 3. I think it may have already been confirmed. I don't know, but my guess is with the popularity of the show, they're going to get a season 3. And maybe that's jumping the gun too much, but the fact is they've already delivered within these first 7 episodes some fantastic, phenomenal storytelling that I have no doubt they will find a way to make this work. Now, I understand that the lead creator and the lead writer was unfortunately fired before the show actually aired, but I don't know, maybe they'll find a way to bring him back. I don't know. Or maybe just the way the show's been structured, that the other creatives and people that have already been working on the show alongside him have the blueprint, or kind of the idea of what to do moving forward in terms of season 3, because season 2's already been written as well. As far as we know, season 2 has been worked on right now. So it's not like, they have nothing for season 2. Like, they're currently working on it, because they were recording vocals and everything for season 2, the voices, back before season 1 even aired. So they've been working and developing season 2. So it's not like, we're sitting around and waiting for season 1 to end, then we'll start working on season 2. They've been working on it pretty much back to back, pretty much. So yeah, can't wait. But yeah, so 3-parter coming up. I cannot wait. My God, this episode was so good. I cannot wait to see what happens next. I'm not ready. But then again, at the same time, this show keeps delivering, and it sucks. I have to wake up at 4:15 or 4:30 in the morning each Wednesday morning to cover the show before work. But it is worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I can't wait for next week. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.